girl Lynn getting it in all day, every day, of course, with Gin TV. And tonight, guess what? Gin TV is in Quad Studios with the one and only, of course, you remember Making the Band and Making the Band 2 with the one and only
Chopper City, you heard me?
Chopper City is in the building. Chopper City, let me tell you one thing. The minute Gin TV got up in this building, you were definitely welcoming us. Like you, I'm twisted right now. And please, editor, CEO, Gaucho of Gin TV, please don't edit this because she's a little bit tipsy right now. I want everybody to know how real this is. I really want, because this is how the atmosphere and the feel that I got was definitely real up in there. The minute I walked in this building, you made sure that Lynn had a cup in her hand, and you made sure that the CEO of Gin TV also had a cup in his hand.
But you know, one thing about that is you got to have hospitality. I'm from the South, so we have hospitality. You make sure everybody around you is good. You catch bees with honey, baby. A bunch of BBs make a bang go boom. And I know how to make people feel good because I like to feel good. So do unto others as you want done to you.
Absolutely. Everybody knows you from, of course, Making the Band and Making the Band 2. Okay, we're going to just take it from there. I know it's been 2012? When was Making the Band?
It started in 2003. 4, 5, 6,
7, 8,
and
9,
stopped in 7, 8 or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, what was it like working with P.Diddy, a.k.a. Puffy, a.k.a., he had so many different names. What was it like when you were in Making the Band?
I was 16 years old. So, I was the youngest of all of them, you dig? And it was a great experience, but it was like high school to me. The real truth of it is to learn the game that I learned. It was a high school experience. I learned a whole bunch from it. It was a wonderful experience, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, you dig? I was 16. I caught a Greyhound to Baltimore, and then my homeboy, I was going to Wendy's. I was hungry. He was like, yo, you need to go and audition, dog. And I'm like, bro, I'm not getting no audition. I didn't even think about making the band. I didn't even think it was none of that. I thought that you go over there, you do your thing, and you get signed to Bad Boy Solo. I didn't even know it was Making the Band at all. So I went over there, and I just did that shit. I wasn't really thinking about making it. I was just like, I know I'm dope, and I know I'm dope, so I know somebody else gonna like me. And I didn't go in there with the butterflies or the intention of, making the band, or I'm going to make it. I went in there with the intentions of, I know I'm going to get signed with no problem.
I mean, people that I know, in the industry, has told me that P. Diddy could sometimes be a little bit intimidating at times. Okay. But what was it like for you? Was he intimidating to you?
In the beginning, he was. I think anybody that's somebody that has some type of power is intimidating, especially when you're trying to learn the game and become something of that type of, stature. Chopper City, I'm not from Making the Band. Making the Band is not a town, not a zip code, not a state. I'm Chopper City from Earth. I'm from the Earth. Chopper City from Earth. New Orleans is just a place that I was raised, but I'm from Earth. That's what I was raised on. The Making the Band thing is dead. It's over. I want a lot of people to understand that it's over. Chopper came from that. He learned from that. It's just like you being in middle school and high school, and every time I see you and say, hi, from high school, you're going to be like, nigga, I done went to college. I done got my life together in order. I'm not from high school, nigga. I'm from Earth, and I'm out here getting money, hustling, and taking care of my family. It's not Diddy's fault. At the end of the day, Diddy is the type of guy where you got to use this. He's a metaphor. It's like a guy from the streets that's a kingpin. He's a known kingpin. He's been a kingpin for a long time. His number one hustler was Biggie passed, God rest his soul. He was the greatest hustler. Okay? At the end of the day, if I put you on to sell these G-Packs, you understand me? I put you out there. Everybody know that you got the clientele. Diddy is just a clientele giver. Everybody know that Diddy got the good clientele. It's still your talent. It's your product. Diddy is just the manufacturer. You cannot say Diddy did that to them. You can say people did that to themselves because you are what you signed for. You signed for that situation. It's not his fault that your ass was broke from the beginning and you were so hungry to the point where you willing to sign anything and do anything. That's not his fault. That's a business.
Real talk right here.
I see Diddy. I'll give them bottles because at the end of the day, I appreciate. A lot of people play the blame game, but no one plays the appreciation game. If you give someone an opportunity and a chance, you can never say nothing bad about that person, no matter how or what happened in that situation. I went through that. I said things bad about them, and then I apologized because at the end of the day, I appreciate that, man. A lot of people need to do more appreciating instead of playing the pity party. A lot of people ain't make it because a lot of people did bad deals for themselves.
What happened to your contract?
What, with Diddy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, Hurricane Katrina happened, and then basically Diddy was like, "Chop, what you doing?" I'm like, "Bro, I can't do it." You know, Diddy ain't dropped me. I did the Bad Boy South after that. If you've seen the Lil Daddy video with Wayne and all them, you know, Harv Pierre was very excited for me. Harv Pierre wanted me so bad over there, and I kind of let them down because I was, like I said, I was young. A lot of people watched Making the Band, thought I was in my 20s. I was a teenager, you know. And then when Katrina hit, it just shattered my life because my little cousin got raped. My little cousin went to jail for murder, killing people, and I just was at a time where I just wasn't paying attention to rap because my whole life just did a 360. And I just told Harv I can't do it. They called me back to back, back to back, back to back. And then one day they just stopped calling. And then I didn't care. And then I started feeling it when I was still stuck in the contract. Then I had to get myself out the contract. A lot of people, you know, didn't even get themselves out the contract. But me, like I told you, my grandma told me I'm always going to be all right. And I know a lot of people. And Diddy gave me an opportunity to get to know a lot of people. And those people love me to the point where I'm taken care of regardless.
Let's get to the real business, your album.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, from the minute that I walk in, your album, definitely from what I've been watching from, you know, Making the Band and Making the Band 2, is definitely a whole full 360 turn around from Chopper City. Yeah. Like, definitely check out his gear. Like, you have to check out the Versace gear, the shoes, the rings, and of course the accessory. Wow, the accessories to match up as long. Like, you're definitely different right now. What made you decide to change your whole entire image?
Experience. Like I said, I was 16 at the time. I went through some up and downs, and I did a whole bunch of music, and I did a whole bunch of stuff that damn near everybody else was doing. You know, trap, rap, and living a life of rapping about the life experience of the thug life and the soldier life. And then I said to myself, you know what, Chop, you're getting older. It's time for you to step the game up. Either you're going to take this all the way serious or you're going to do something else. And I said to myself, I'm going to get more knowledge. So I didn't really put it to the side. I just had to understand myself more. And I started reading books. And I opened up my third eye. So I'm really like an intellectual with it. And once I opened up my third eye, my whole perspective changed on life. Like, you know what? I had to change my homeboys, the people that was around me. I cut off all the people that was leeching off me and just wanted to be around me for the girls and for the fame, or I wouldn't say fame, for the popularity, you know. And I moved to Vegas years ago, and then I looked at it as a different world because I looked at the music that they was playing, and I was like, bruh, I want to be played in these clubs. I want to be in this atmosphere. I want people to see me as a great artist. And I was like, what I got to do? So by me getting more knowledge, you know, in the personal life, I used that and it pertained it into my career. And I said, in order to make $1 million moves, you got to make $1 million music.
Guess it's how the world turns around. I'm popping bottles in the club all night. I'm throwing money in the club all night. She choosing up on me, trying to get right. Can't turn me down. I'm throwing money in the club all night. Can't turn me down. She choosing up on me, trying to get right. Can't turn me down. I'm popping bottles in the club all night. I'm throwing money in the club all night. She choosing up on me, trying to get right. Can't turn me down. She said she wanna leave a man down. She's so tired of the way it goes. She said she wanna try new things. She about to kick him out the door. And I'm the one she wanna be with, keep it G with. I can't help it that she falling for me off the deep end. You know that I be on my shit. I do this what I wanna, when I wanna, how I wanna in this bitch. You know you gotta fuck with a kid. It ain't too many niggas that keep me behind and tell you how it is. I handle my bitch, but you already know. I be getting to the money, sticking to the G code. I'm a grown ass man, I ain't sweating these souls. She my number one fan, she be always on my show.
How has LA and Vegas changed your career, and what has inspired you from LA and Vegas with your new album and your songs that you're talking about now?
Basically, I started learning that it wasn't about having to prove to people. You got to prove to yourself. I was trying to prove stuff to people to show them that, don't play with me. I'm about this life. And then out there, it was more like, get money, bruh. Be the best person. Try to do something with yourself, Chop. You ain't gotta be proving yourself to people. Prove stuff to yourself. My perspective changed because it went from proving myself to my surroundings, and then started proving myself to thyself. And that's how it changed. It was the thyself proving. A lot of people have to get validation from other people in order to do what they do. And I was doing that myself, and I stopped doing that, and my whole life changed. I'm doing everything for myself. I'm taking care of my people. I pay my people bills, and they do their job, and we just doing what we supposed to do as one. And I'm making sure that this Woodstock project is going the way it needs to go, and everybody believe it. We all know that it's a banger. We all know that it's a classic. So I'm really proud right now. I really am, man.
I mean, like black people, and you hear the music that they doing, I'm like, damn, I need to step my music game up. So y'all finna hear all types of music from the album. Just get ready. I don't want to talk no more. Here you go. Here y'all go. I'm sorry.
She's a very kinky girl, the kind you don't take home to mama. And ain't no way I'm going home. No, we gonna party all night. Yeah, she's a very kinky girl, the kind you don't take home to mama. And ain't no way I'm going home. No, we gonna party all night.
It's definitely a headbanger. And during the listening session, you mentioned to us listeners and everything that, yeah, I'm dropping this album. I just definitely want people to hear, the listeners to hear and want to hear hip hop and love hip hop. Mm-hmm. Explain what it is that it is you're trying to get out here for us to love this hip hop.
I think that I don't think hip hop ever died. I think that a lot of people just doing the same thing. Everybody is in the same lane. No one is quite creating their own lane. That's why when Jay-Z come out, he can always be Jay-Z because Jay-Z created his lane. A lot of people, Nas, the Eminems, even the 50 Cents, these people created their own lane. That's what made them a factor in hip hop. And I think a lot of artists these days are not quite doing that. Everybody want to just see what's hot right now and try to make songs like that. That's why it sounds watered down and oversaturated. And I said to myself, I had buku songs are all that, the trap and all that. But I said to myself, I'm not going to use none of this as an album. I'm not even going to use it as a mixtape. As a matter of fact, I don't even want none of these songs. I'm trashing all these songs. I'm going to go make songs that can put me in my own lane. People going to drive into my lane, and I'm going to have a tow, and I'm going to tax them for it because I deserve it.
I think you do truly deserve it. And you speak a lot about your mama on the track. Yeah. You speak a lot about your mama and your grandma on top of it. And your grandma telling you, seeing, the future or whatever. Yeah. I mean, I listened to the track definitely. What can you share with us about that?
My grandma, it's kind of personal. My grandma practiced voodoo.
Yeah, I heard you said that. I didn't want to say it. I wanted you to bring it out to Gen TV. Yeah. That's how we get it in. Yeah. But I wanted you to definitely bring it out.
My grandma practiced voodoo, and one time in my life, she kind of did something that got me put into a foster home. And I always, for some reason, never forget the things that she told me. That's how I always, for some reason, I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I always knew I was going to be good because my grandma told me I was always going to be good. I don't know how or what of good, but she always told me that as long as you do this particular thing, that particular way, you're going to always survive and you're going to be the guy that you want to be. And even though it got me put in foster homes and my whole life changed from there, I still appreciate my grandma to this day. We don't talk, my grandma, she's really like a antisocial person. My pa, he doing life, So once he went to jail when I was about 15, she really don't communicate with nobody in the family, but I always, keep her in my heart and everything, but she don't really want to communicate with nobody. So, that's what my grandma, but with my mom lived a young life, a young, stripper, all this, all that. So me and her never really got along. Me and my mama wasn't cool because my mama was living the fast life, and it kind of like tarnished my childhood because I was never in her life because she always sent me off. She always sent me away. I couldn't, I brought my sister up here. She in the hotel right now. I don't even know my sisters like that. Last time I seen my sisters, we was like 12, 11. And now my sisters got children and they got titties and all types of weird stuff, So to see that is mind-boggling. But I don't hate my mama for it, but I just don't understand how she separated us like that. But I still appreciate what she done, because if she never did that, I would have never pursued my career to even be here right now and to be able to put out an album or to be able to, take care of people that take care of me. So I appreciate, the bitter with the sweet.
Well, I had a lot of people come in there, and I finally came with the idea of, I'm gonna make people feel good. I don't want to kill nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be no drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a motivation for people to, to come from nothing, and you can go out here and be beautiful and still make great music and still be accepted by all types of genres.
You want to know more about Chopper City? Listen to his album. That's the way it is. Yeah. And usually, Chopper, I don't know. I have to tell you, whenever I do a one-on-one with any artist who sits with Gen TV, with Lynn, that's right. I ask them the famous question that I always ask them. Let's just say, and this is how I get to know how the artist is and what they're about. Da, da, da. It's no competition or whatever. So let's just say the U.S., we have to evacuate. We have to evacuate the U.S. And we are allowed to carry one item, just one item. Okay. And in that one item, a backpack. One backpack. And in the backpack, you can only carry 3 items with you. What would it be?
It would be probably a Pinot Glam book. The second thing would be evacuation. Second thing would probably be my ring that my pa gave me before he got locked up, went to prison. The third thing would be nothing.
Why nothing?
Because I'm evacuating.
You have.
I'm evacuating.
No, but listen. No, but you have an option to bring 3 items with you.
Know.
You still have a backpack. Okay, that's only 2 items in your backpack.
And you know what I'm gonna say to the person that asked me that? I don't even need a backpack. Just give me a book and let me keep my ring. And everything else I could start over with, because my grandma told me I'm always going to be good no matter what I do. And I was like,
logic.
Period. But this wasn't overnight. It took me a lot of experience to get myself together. A lot of people around me, helping me understand that you need knowledge. You need knowledge to understand what's going on. A lot of people are stupid to society because all they care about is watching videos and what people are doing in videos and try to live that life. That's why there's a lot of young brothers in jail and prison, and a lot of women out here. Everybody want to be models and strippers that turn into porn stars. I don't want that for my children. I don't want that for my family. I want to be able to be a business. I want to be able to own more real estate. I want to be able to own things to the point where, we financially stable with or without anything.
Gen TV, getting it in television, that's what it is. We just get the information, nothing but love. There's no hate up in Gen TV. We just get it in. That's what it is. Don't sue us or whatever it is, but we get it in. Of course, with your girl Lynn and Chopper City.
Hugs.
Hugs.
Getting it in.